All right, for 11.3, task 2, we are going to be finding the distance between 2 points on a coordinate plane measured by units of the coordinate plane. So we're going to plot and label F as 3, 6. So we're going to go over 3 and up 6. I'm actually going to grab my blue marker here. So here is F. Remember, it goes right on that intersection there, unless it is halfway between. And then G is over 3 down 2. So here we have G. So the x coordinate of point F is, so x, right? So x on this one was 3, and x on G was 3. So what do you notice about those? Their x coordinates are the 3. Okay, now you're going to draw a line to connect the 2 points. So I'm drawing my line, connecting my 2 points. And what is the distance between them? So what is the distance to get from F to G? And then the next thing it needs you to do is you're going to find the absolute value of F to 0 from the y coordinate. So our y coordinate, let me grab green, is our 6. So how many units does it take to get from 0 to 6? And then you're going to do the same thing for G here. So here's D and G. Now our y coordinate is -2. How many units does it take to get to G? Remember, absolute value is always going to be positive. You can't, even though we're going backwards, it's a distance. Distance is always positive. Now, what do you notice about the absolute value of each point's coordinates and the distance? So when you put them all together, what connections can you make between C, D, and F's answers? So C, D, and F, what connections are you making there? So these points are not in the same quadrant. So because they're in different quadrants, what we can actually do is we can add the absolute values. We can take this absolute value and we can take this absolute value, add them together, and that gives us our distance. Now, if they are not in, or if they are in the same quadrant, let's say we have this line here and it goes up to 2 and 6. They're in the same one, right? It's missing this 2 here. So I would do 6 minus the 2, absolute value is 4. This distance is 4. So if they're in the same quadrant, you want to take it away. Take away the missing piece. And if they go across 2 different quadrants, then you put them together by adding. So that right here, this kind of their adding, right, is helping us make this connection between C, D, and F to answer the question, or sorry, C, D, and E to answer the question for F. So there is task 2.